because of just taking 2 losses. I don't know who to, but it's a rough one. But he has very much been committed to this character, and it is very comfy. It is very, very comfy. But we'll be going
he's
into
also switched to Olympia with the release. And to be fair, Neylax has kind of switched around the characters, like we've seen with Locks, we've seen obviously with his Swordsburn at the beginning, but it wasn't really working out for him. And now we're seeing him on Olympia, so, you know, a very versatile player overall.
Yes, even Xenoburn for a little while, he was sort of solo grinding that character for, because Locks has some like especially bad matchups that he really just didn't know how to approach, and so shows a very strong character that he ended up being very good at. He won a rival 2 with it in the end. So yeah, Neylax, like you said, man of many talents.
Yeah, and so far it is showing, like, he's still leading for the most part Rhythm against Focus Miss. Focus Miss is going to be able to find a very good edgeguard, however. Olympia is an interesting character to edgeguard, I feel like, just because she has a lot of interesting options, but they're all very linear, so you can kind of edgeguard her pretty easily if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, she's Neylax is the best at recovering so far, and also apparently the best at converting as he gets an up air into RB very, very early on into Ranno stocks to even up the stocks. But I think Neylax is the best at recovering so far. The aim of the game with him, especially, is to get to wall. If he can get to wall, he often actually can mix with opponents, because that's when Olympia has the most options, the most mixes, especially on timing. But otherwise, if she can't mix that wall, like you said, very linear. You can put hitboxes out in the same place, and it like usually covers really, really well. But he's managed to sort of navigate that. We're now back to even percents, and this is where I think Olympia shines. She is so strong in how fast she is. She's got that gem, she's got great pressure, she's got great hitboxes, she's got great safety, and when she does get that hit, she leads into this combo, which might just kill off the side.
Yeah, not quite yet. Like, Focus is very much aware that the RB was coming in at some point. Just doesn't want to deal with it in terms of DI. And now Focus is going to try and put down the pressure. Immediately Neylax with the back throw. And just trying to go for a delayed ledge special in order to try to get the ledge hog. Not delayed enough, but still. Just a lot of good stuff coming in.
What a smart trade!
Yeah, you just get the uppy on the drive-by, you know?
Yeah, Neylax, knowing he had no options, tosses out up B, hoping that Focus misses the tech, and he doesn't quite find it. It's really hard on multi-hits, honestly, to get that tech, especially with tech a lockout in this game. So yeah, really smart option from Neylax to sort of even up the stocks there. What looked like a bad position, he turned around into a pretty fine one, and we are now even stocks on game 1 of this set.
You know, funnily enough, I do see kind of shades of Neylax's Loxodon into his Olympia. You know, going for those trades, going for like some very cheeky, like, drive-by kills. I kind of see it to an extent.
Right now, both characters are sort of pressuring each other in CPG. They're kind of taking their turns. These are the 2 characters with, like, the best blanket shield safety in the game. So they're going to use that to their advantage in neutral to try and sort of pressure each other, because they know that after the first hit can come a couple others if they play it correctly. Neylax, however, is the one that's sort of taking the tempo and manages to find an integral fair just on the edge of that platform to seal out game 1.
Yeah, very good showing to begin with Neylax. Kind of as expected. It is pretty close still, like, between the 2 players. But I feel like it's going to be interesting to see how Focus Miss adapts to Neylax's playstyle. Yeah. Because, again, he kind of got unlucky on the drive-by up B to an extent. So if he can kind of work around it, it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, for sure. As we go straight back to Harbor, I think this makes sense. Olympia can navigate the stage pretty well. Like, she's got great movement, and I've seen her actually very comfortable in the movement engine. But I always like space against this character, honestly. I think it's so perilous to be in smaller stages like Hodojo, like Jules Vale against Olympia, because she just rushes you down with such efficacy. She's so quick with it. But Neylax doesn't.
I don't think Neylax cares, honestly. No. At this point, I don't think Neylax cares. He just goes from one side of the stage to the other. He doesn't care. And now we go back in with some drive-by up airs, you know, trying to ledge trap with that crystal. Crystal is a very good ledge trap tool overall, just if you can get the timing right, because it covers so many recovery options, just in general, and especially ledge options.
Yeah. Oh,
now we've got some pairs, like. Again, Neylax really doesn't care. He's going to be all over the stage all the time. Focus is finally getting some kind of opening, but the grab was just just a little bit too shallow, and that's going to allow Neylax to almost go all the way to the bank, honestly. That still had found its mark. Or you can just go out there, like, sure.
Yeah, that's a really good advantage play from Neylax, who repeatedly is just sort of catching the option after the hit. He doesn't look for a combo quite, he looks for the option that both Mr. taking after he catches that. And that's how he's playing as neutral as well. Neylax in particular, he's recently gotten coaching from, I believe, Zeke, who's one of the most prolific Rivals coaches right now. About how to play neutral, how to approach it, not tossing meaningless options out, but instead looking at your opponent and basing your play around them. And I'm seeing it so clearly right now. He is so clearly waiting for focus miss. They say you can't whiff punish in Rivals 2, and this guy's proving you wrong right now. He is just so patient with it, and then when he does get his moment, he's forcing the issue so hard and chasing him down with side Bs, with up airs, focus miss. 54% right now, has not taken this first stop, which is so rare for Ranno, who usually kills so easily, but it is Neylax putting the issue, pressures him, and that's where it comes out, and he takes the stock with free stuff. What on earth?
He's just clean with it, what can I say? And you were talking about the whiff punishing as well. Like, we're talking about whiff punishing with a character whose biggest weakness, to me, is range. Like, Olympia does not have range to actually whiff punish with, for the most part. You really have to get in and get the movement right. And it's impressive to see Neylax just getting it right at that high of a level.
Yeah, that is so crazy from Neylax. And Focus Miss is going to switch at this stage. We're going to Jules Veil now. I mean, it's the neutral stage in my opinion of this game, for sure. Like, I would say this and Godai definitely the most neutral stages, but I don't know, man. I've played Olympia on this stage a decent amount, and it's always scary as hell. I've lost a fair bit, I won't lie, because I think she uses the space and the platforms so well in her combos. I think the extensions are just so natural for her.
And she's got very good tech pieces of that platform as well. Like,
yeah,
it is so scary. But to be fair, it's not like Focus Miss was managing to actually zone out Neylax for the most part. So I can kind of see the decision of actually going a little bit more ham coming into play. I mean, so far it is working a little bit better than that second game, I will say. But Neylax is just still everywhere. Like, he's going to be even more everywhere, obviously, on the stage. But like, it is crazy to see. From up here, the up B is going to take the kill. With the Galaxy, no chance of DIing that.
Worst feeling in the world when you whiff a wave dash in this game or whiff a wave land. Like, you just get caught air-dodging in the air and you're so vulnerable. And Neylax is too good to miss that. Far too good to miss that. And as a result, Focus Miss goes down to stock, unfortunately. Still managing to keep Neylax in the air right now. Big chain, but doesn't get the down smash to finish it. If he had just held a little bit, that was definitely a dead Olympia. Unfortunately, not quite getting the timing. But that's fair. Yeah, that should be the kill.
Yeah, well, we've got those fears still. Like, we're doing significantly better in going into that third game, I will say, on Focus Miss side. But, like, the problem is still that you have to stop Neylax from moving at all costs. And right now, he's not doing that great of a job at it, for the most part.
It's pretty impossible to stop him from moving. He should move too fast. Gets the reverse spike hitbox, which, yes, it's a spike because of the hitbox that exists on the Olympia bed. I think it can kind of do anything, which is actually kind of an indication of Focus Miss. He'll take that. He's just about living. Gets to hold on a little bit. Now he has to dodge about 1 million confirms from Olympia. Tech chasing platforms, also one of them, but not quite going to kill. That was really good DIs all the way to the corner, and usually that move is far more lethal. Really well played from Focus Miss to hold on, and it might be a little difficult for Neylax now. Olympia has raw kill power for sure, but she loves her convert.
Yeah, and you can see Neylax kind of trying to read the DI out of that bubble. For the most part, not getting it quite right, but it's okay because the pressure still continues. However, Focus Miss right now is going to start putting down a little bit, just that little bit of pressure onto that right ledge, and then Neylax was like, no, up B, just up B, get away from me.
He completely messed up this time. Oh, he messed up himself as well. So Neylax first messes up Focus Miss this time by going for an early up B, and then messes up himself by going for that neutral big crunch, which actually kind of, it seems to just send you plummeting as Olympia. It's the way I see every single Olympia SD. So I think I might have been a missing there, which is unfortunate, and it's going to even up things out for Focus Miss, which could make for an interesting game. So I'm not
yeah, I mean, I think Olympia might be the fastest faller in the game at this point.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not too surprised. The timing is really rough, and just the timing on the recovery as well for things like, you know, immediate crystal into a plus B in order to teleport to the crystal. Like this is a very rough timing just because of how fast Olympia actually falls. But to speak, like the percentage again has been racking up onto Focus Miss 129%. Like, just a random up B could take the kill here at any point. Well, there's the up B, not quite enough to kill.
No.
Or I guess Focus Miss can just not focus and miss the DI on that one.
It looks like it looked like he air dodged, but that doesn't quite cancel your knockback, I believe. Only jump does that, so an unfortunate death in the corner of the stage is going to lead Neylax to a 3-0. I mean, it's you can't expect that much more. This is, like, from the looks of it, the best player in Europe, but I'm sure Focus Miss wants to do a little bit more. I believe he is capable of a little bit more, but it's rough. He even has experience against arguably the second best Olympia in Europe, against Olympia Rodrigo now, otherwise known as Deroya. But it's just not going to work out there. Neylax is a different breed, unfortunately. He's a different beast. And yeah, really well played from him.